it's Kenzie here, and welcome to the Kinx Jinx Podcast. Today's date is January 22nd of 2022, and that is a whole lot of twos. And it's also a beautiful day to be alive. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm pretty stoned right now. I didn't really plan on telling you that, but it's true. So it's just like, you should probably know that going into this. So hey, what's up? I'm pretty excited for this episode because I feel like we've gotten past like the first little hump of, the beginning of the podcast. And I'm really trying to start to realize and not pay attention so much to still pay attention to my outline, but also just let myself talk freely. And obviously that is a little bit difficult when you're just yourself talking to a camera. It's gonna be definitely easier once I have guests on. The conversation will definitely flow more naturally, but in the meantime, I'm going to work on that and letting myself just kind of go off and talk about things and not be so scripted, So what's up? What's up? How are we? How was the week? It's getting to be the end of January and almost February. That's what happens, that is what happens. Anyway, so I did a lot of creative things this week, and I'm proud of myself, very proud of myself. We're going to talk about them, and we're also going to talk about a lot of self-realization type things that I've been feeling lately, and just doing this podcast has been really good because I have been kind of needing to and having to take note of things throughout the week that I think would be good discussion for us to have. So it's a good starting practice to my journaling adventures that I need to get into because I really want to start journaling a lot of different things. I want to start journaling my dreams, manifestations and affirmations, and then also just daily journals of things that happened throughout my day or things that I realized, things that I thought throughout the day. Journaling is a really, really good practice to get into to just collect your thoughts in a more organized manner and kind of validate yourself a little bit in what you're feeling and thinking and just getting it all out on the page instead of bottling it up inside. So would like to start doing that for sure. But anyway, those are the types of things that we will be talking about today. So hey, welcome and welcome back. But before we get into those things, let's talk about some worldly events. So I love to watch YouTube. There are some YouTubers that I absolutely love watching, and if you're not familiar with YouTubers, there are these guys, and they're named Kian and JC, and they started a reality show on YouTube. First of all, monumental, just so revolutionary, if you will. Just carving that path. I absolutely love that. So proud of them. But season 3 just finished today, and I just watched it, and it was just so amazing. So amazing. So basically, this show, they get a bunch of people and they all go into a house and they compete for money. That is the basic premise of the show. But each season, they've changed a lot of things pretty drastically, and it's just really cool because you can see the growth of their production, and of just the creativity in how they make the show. You can just see the progression so much throughout watching them, and it's just really cool because I've been watching them from the beginning, and it's just amazing, and I'm really, really proud of how they did it this year. It was just absolutely phenomenal, the work that they put into that and the production. Wow, definitely something to strive for, and everyone on YouTube should be looking at that, should be paying attention to that because that's amazing. And that's so cool. And it's just really cool that we can literally create whatever we want on YouTube. I mean, obviously not like, you know, but creatively, we can create anything that we want. Mm. But this show is very inspiring to me in that way, and how they are using and changing the YouTube space. Um, and I just really love how the show brings together creators and creates new friendships and genuine connections with the people in the house. And it also just gives a lot of exposure to smaller creatives, which I'm sure that they are very thankful for. And it's just really cool to learn about new people and, be exposed to people that you might have not seen otherwise. But yeah, it's really fun, and I think that there is a lot of room for growth in this type of category on YouTube. And I might be a part of that. So hey. And of course, the drama and the competing and everything is entertaining too. But I just really love seeing people make genuine connections and things like that. So that really sparks my interest. But anyway, kind of off of that now. There's another reality show that I tend to watch when it comes out, and it has just come out. So, I've been watching, of course. And that would be Too Hot to Handle. I know. I know. It's dumb, but I like it. I don't know why it's so interesting. I mean, I do, but it's just it's just really funny because these people are so focused on surface level things, and they are thrown into this environment where they have to confront their feelings and try to make deeper connections. I guess they don't even have to try to. I just think that the show is really funny because I think it's so interesting that like these people come in and they're completely expecting to like be partying and like having such a good time and like just like hooking up with a bunch of people and like meeting a whole bunch of new people, and obviously they like do that. Um but they like base the like choosing of the people that like these people like aren't looking for like genuine connections like in their personal life, and they're like always just like having like meaningless sex and like whatever like stuff like that. um but like once the show gets started and like these people are just like together, like it's just so funny how people just like couple up. Like y'all did not come there to like couple up. So like why are y'all being so dramatic over like who's hooking up with who and like whatever? I just like don't get it. And like I will get into my sexuality and my like view on relationships a lot more. Probably actually definitely I will be doing a Valentine's themed episode because, Valentine's Day falls on a Monday and I release my podcast on Mondays. So, hey, definitely going to be doing that. And we will be talking more about my sexuality, my view on relationships, and that kind of stuff because I have some very unpopular opinions. And it's just really funny and weird being in the dating world for me. because of those. So we will definitely dive into those more. So let me know if you're excited for that. Hey, let me know if you have any questions before I do that episode. I will be doing a Q&A, so definitely check that out on my Instagram if you're not following me over there. But anyway, that's a lot of the reason that I like Too Hot to Handle. So if you haven't checked it out, it's on Netflix. Hey, next we're gonna get into the personal weekly events, okay? So, first of all, I have something that I would like to clear up because it was kind of brought to my attention today when I was out to lunch with a friend, and they asked me how I have been, and I was like, great, like, I'm great. And they were like, you don't have to lie. Like, I watched your podcast episodes. And I was like, okay, like, you've watched, like, my past episodes. Like, yeah, okay, like, I've, like, talked about, like, mental health and, like, depression and, like, all that. And, like, yeah, like, that's all, like, totally true. Obviously, that I have, like, been in a bad place and whatever and, like, all that. But I feel like it is so mental health is so day to day. Like, I cannot stress that enough. At least for me, um, mental health is a day to day struggle, and you really never know what you're gonna get on any given day. So, with that being said, today I've been great. I've been feeling great. Things have been great, you know. But some days I'm really anxious. I'm really depressed, and like I said, like I'm not sure if that's really the right term. If it is so fluctuating, but I mean, I don't think that depression has to be a prolonged state that is constant. I think that people are prone to fluctuation, especially with emotions. Yeah, there's a lot to be said with that. Let me know if you are interested in those kinds of talks um, about like health and like different uh, things like that, like hormones and like what all plays into mental health and diving deeper into those types of subjects. Um, and also just like men versus women and like our cycles and like the different patterns that we kind of live by. There's a lot of different topics in there. So let me know if you're interested in those kinds of things. Um, but yeah, with that being said, for me anyway, life and emotions are very up and down, very day to day, very moment by moment. And yeah, so that is why I responded to my friend asking me how I've been with great, because in that moment I felt great. I was happy to be going out and having lunch and just being out in the world. So yeah, in that moment I felt great, and it's not like I'm lying. Like, yeah, like I've been great, I've been not so great, but in that moment I wanted to reflect on that. And I think that that is I don't know, like everything is just very moment by moment for me, even just perspectives, you know. And I don't know if everyone is that type of way, but I feel like that's kind of how I am. So, yeah, I'm really just trying to accept myself in all stages, in my entirety, you know, and just remember that that's okay. uh, any of those things that I feel are okay, and I'm just trying to allow myself to express any emotion that I need to express and just completely experience this human experience, you know? So that's what's been going on in my head as of, I mean, today, you know, that kind of was sparked. So yeah, that just needed to be said. Let me know if you have any questions about that kind of topic, or if there's anything else you would like me to dive into with that. Anyway, next up, we are talking about something that doesn't really deserve that much talking about. And that would be something that I watched the other day. And I was disappointed, honestly. It was just so fucking random. And sorry to be vulgar, but it just needs that type of emphasis. And that would be Marvel's Eternals. Why? I mean, like, I guess the Celestials, like, I fucking get it, but, like, it was just so random. And, like, I don't know. Let's just say I had to give it 2 tries because the first time I fell asleep like 10 minutes in. I was exhausted because I hadn't slept the night before, but yeah. So anyway, not much to be said there. Yeah. So another little random thought that I had is that I realized that I've never really been surrounded by people who know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's okay. Once I find the right people, they will know exactly what I'm talking about. So, I'm just gonna continue to talk my shit to anyone who cares to listen. Um, yeah, is there anything else to be said about that? Just the fact that I've literally felt like no one ever knows what I'm talking about. Like I feel like that a lot. Um, I feel like I'm just really random, and that's not true. It's just that I've just haven't been around people who have similar interests as me, and once I find those people, they will totally relate. And I really just need to dive into sharing everything about me so that I can find those people, you know? So that's what we're doing. Yes. Yes. On that same note, I have been working on starting to vlog and blog. Um, Mostly vlogging right now, but blogging will definitely be coming soon on both of my websites, but there's only one right now, so just stay tuned for all of that business. But anyway, I've been trying to vlog this week. It's been going pretty well. I have been enjoying it, and that is the whole point, obviously. But the one thing that I have been contemplating while I've been vlogging is whether I enjoy the aesthetic vlog or just more documentation style vlogging more. And obviously, if you know me, you know that my immediate answer is the aesthetic vlog. I love me a good aesthetic video. I love a good, match it to music moment and just feeling that rhythm in what you're seeing, making it a little mini movie. I absolutely love that vibe. But obviously, that takes a lot more effort than the documentation style type vlog where you're basically just stating what's happening, showing what's happening, Um, but yeah, like I said, the editing is always the issue with me. So I am working on it, gonna just try it out, see what we like better. I'm working on an aesthetic type vlog right now, as well as a documentation type vlog. So we will see what I decide to post, what I decide to like and work on better and more. But honestly, it's probably going to be the aesthetic vlogs because when you work on things that are pleasing to you and that make you happy, that is when you get the best things. When you are truly in the zone and in the moment of doing something that just totally brings you joy. So, that is why I will probably be leaning towards more aesthetic type vlogs, but definitely let me know what you think in the comments, whether you like to watch more aesthetic type vlogs, like think Emma Chamberlain indie video type vibes, or documentation style, think like, who does that? Any just anyone that vlogs basically. Pretty much most people do like documentation style, but there are those ones out there that have that aesthetic that just can't be beat in my head. So yeah, let me know. Something else that I don't think I have shared with you guys yet that I have been doing a lot of this week is cooking and baking. I absolutely love to cook, love to bake, love to interact with food in any way. Really, honestly. Love food. I am a foodie. Food is a very good friend of mine. Yeah, so some things that I have cooked this week would be fried rice. I absolutely love to make some fried rice. And then I also love to eat with that is some salmon sashimi, which is just a raw salmon, just raw salmon. And that is just so good with this fried rice that I make. I highly recommend. I think I have a video of me making that on my YouTube channel, but I'm not 100% sure because it was very old and I may have deleted it, but you can go check. Anyway, another thing that I baked this week was some banana pudding. And let me just tell you, this banana pudding is so delicious. I can't even explain it. You should definitely try it. It is not my recipe. It is a online recipe from Mrs. Paula Deen. And it is called Not Yo Mama's Banana Pudding. And I highly recommend trying it out because it's just so bomb. And anyone that you give it to will love it. So, hey. Another thing that my mom actually made this week, but I just love it so much that I just had to mention it because it's literally so delicious. I don't think this is our recipe either, but I don't know where it's from, so you're gonna have to just Google it. Anyway, cheeseburger soup. And I know it sounds strange, but think of like a broccoli cheddar type base, and then you've got some burger in there, you've got some carrots in there, you've got some potatoes in there. Like there's stuff that you wouldn't think of like on a cheeseburger, but it's this soup, and oh my lord, that soup is so delicious. And I like to eat it with potato rolls. Martin's potato rolls, I believe that they're called. Those hit differently. Yeah, so definitely check those babies out. Those are the shit. They are the shit. Another sad thing that happened this week, and I'm so sad. My bestie went back to school. My sister. She goes to school, she goes to college, and she left because she was on winter break, and then she left, and I'm so sad because I literally love her so much, and I love spending time with her, but it's okay because she's only an hour away, and she loves school, so that is great. I love when she's happy. So, yeah. Sorry, I think I was really dark a little bit ago, but hopefully I can fix it in editing. If not, here's my apology. Anyway, so yeah, my sister went back to school. Sad. Anyway, let's focus on the happy. So that's what we do here, because that is what we do here. I am doing a photo shoot for a friend this weekend, and I'm so excited because I absolutely love taking pictures. I love taking pictures for people. One of my favorite things to do. I have services on my website. If you'd like to get your photo taken by me, hit me up. And that would be kinxjinx.com. And I'm working on right now my other website, which will be Kinx Jinx, and that one is going to be my portfolio more of all of the creative things that I can do, that I have done in the past. Yeah, speaking of content that I love making, and that is creative. If you did not know, I have an OnlyFans, and I absolutely love OnlyFans. It is so amazing. But anyway, I made a ton of OnlyFans content this week, and there's a ton of OnlyFans content coming on my page. So if you haven't subscribed, it is free. Definitely go check it out. The link is in the description. It's also just onlyfans.com/kinxjinx if you are listening to the audio version. But I just wanted to say that if you are interested in making an OnlyFans, definitely do it. Don't give a fuck about what anyone says, seriously, because it is so freeing. It is just so liberating, like the confidence. Just how confident you feel, especially when, you put on some lingerie, you set yourself up a little set, a little backdrop moment, you set your camera up, you take some sexy little pictures of yourself, and honestly, the confidence boost that you get when you see those pictures and you look so fine, and you're just like, wow, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a bad bitch, and then you get money for it, and it's just literally like the best job in the world. So hey, if you have been thinking about that at all, definitely do it. Definitely do it. It also just really helps me embrace my sexuality. Definitely a very sexual person. Definitely a very sensual person as well. And it just really allows me to be free with that and be confident with that and just allowing my freak flag to fly. And I just really appreciate that platform for just what is the word that I'm searching for? Inclusive that they are. It's just amazing. Anyway, like I said, this is my most intimate content. If you would like to get really intimate with me, get to know me much, much more intimately. And I also have been focusing a lot on my photography and videography over there, like I have been saying. Something that's really important to me is just making my content very beautiful. That's what I want to do. It's my art, and I want it to be so beautiful. So that is something that I have been really working towards. So I hope that that is coming across to you guys. Okay. One last little thing that I took note of this week that I kind of had a weird realization about is these little rules that we all have for ourselves that are just so fucking random. And, sometimes we just do things because it's a habit or we have just been brought up to be programmed to do this thing. And sometimes it just literally makes no sense. And it's just really funny to realize those things and realize that they make no sense. And sometimes you're just doing something because you've been doing it forever. And it's weird to kind of realize those things. So, if you're doing something and you're realizing that you're not really doing it for some type of joy or discipline or inspiration, just kind of take a step back and kind of ask yourself if you're doing this because you really want to do it or because it's just something that's been in you forever. And sometimes that really happens. For example, my hair. For the longest time, I just had long ass hair, and it just was a thing, you know? Like, it literally was just, I just always had long hair, you know? People who are feminine presenting, who looked like me had long hair, and that was just kind of what I had always seen, what I had always grown up with, and it was just kind of the normal, and I just never really questioned it. And when I did question it, when I realized that there are people who look like me, whatever, that have this type of hair, I was like, wow. Wow. If you don't know, by the way, I have a shaved head. Um, I was like, wow. And it really took just as much as that realization to lead me to shave my head. So yeah, I encourage you to take a step back from anything that, you know, from your whole life, really. Take a step back and look at it and ask yourself if you're doing things out of joy, because they bring a sense of discipline to your life, because they inspire you, or if you're just doing them because you've been doing them. Yeah. So that is everything that I had. But I would like to do a quick little recurring segment. So this one is a new one. This one is called Cool Things I Found on the Internet. And today I wanted to share with you a couple people who I find really inspirational that I follow online. And the very first person, well, actually, you know what? I'll save them for last because they're my favorite. So the first person is someone who inspires me every single time they post. Actually, all of these people do. But this person is just so amazing. And her name is Kimberly. I believe she goes by her. If not, their name is Kimberly. And this girl makes sets and she does photo shoots. And they're literally so amazing. They're inspired by, you know, all types of things in pop culture. And she just really, really, really inspires me because I absolutely love doing photo shoots. I absolutely love, you know, creating sets and things like that. So I really am looking forward to doing those types of things. And she's definitely a very, very big inspiration in that aspect for me. So definitely check her out. I will leave her. I I will leave her links in the description. And like I said, her is at Kimberly, but she spells it differently than regular. So I don't know. I don't remember how she spells it. But anyway, Kimberly. I'm sure you'll see her on the cover of the magazine one day, but she makes all of her own sets and she takes all of her own pictures and it's literally just phenomenal. Love it. Next person is a queen who does amazing cosplays and I just love them so much. They are always so inventive and just out of the box, you know? And I just absolutely love them. And I would really like to start doing cosplays myself. And like I said, she would be a very big inspiration for me, like in that aspect. So, Snitchery, if you have not followed her, definitely follow her. And another thing that she does is she has a plant page with her brother, and it's just amazing. I love me a good plant. I have lots of plants myself. I probably don't take as good of care of them as I should. They are all alive, but I do attribute that a lot to me speaking positively to them. Sorry, can't talk. I do attribute that a lot to speaking positive. Oh my god, can I say that? Speaking positively to them. Damn, okay. Anyway, the last person that I saved for last because they are literally my favorite person on the internet ever. I want to find more people like this, so if you have any recommendations, definitely let me know. Gary Vaynerchuk, also more commonly known as Gary V. This man has inspired me in so many ways. He's just the kindest, most open-hearted, most genuine, most authentic, grateful human being, and I aspire to be like him in so many ways. And I just really, really love him because he puts out so much business content, entrepreneurial content about so many different things. Right now, he's really, really into the NFT space, so I've been kind of like pulling it back a little bit. But he is getting more into his positivity based stuff. So that I always tune into and turn up to because that is my shit. Yeah, so definitely check him out if you are interested in getting your ass in check in all aspects of your life and realizing your problems, getting your business straight, getting your social media game on point, learning about your true passions, learning about yourself, finding yourself, learning how to be positive, learning how to be kind, learning how to be candorous, all those types of things. Definitely follow him if you are interested in that stuff. And there are so many other aspects to him. That is just my favorite one. So yeah, that is just my guy. And definitely let me know if you have more people like that who are positive, ambitious, amazing, just amazing. Definitely let me know if you have more people that you recommend that I follow like that, because I need more of that in my life. I need more positivity. I love me a good positive moment. Yes. Um anyway, the last thing that I would like to plug, which I already plugged, but I'm going to plug it again because I'm really proud and excited. So, hey, today that this podcast is being released is Monday, January 24th. So, I will be releasing OnlyFans content every day this week. So definitely go over there and check that out. The kind of content that I release over there is going to be, like I said, my most intimate content. If you'd like to feel what it's like to be with me on a day-to-day basis type thing, it's going to be workout type stuff, as well as, um, really just aesthetic type things. And showing off what God gave me, and um, yeah, let's just say she's cute and she enjoys to frolic. So, yeah, that's the last thing I'm gonna plug before we head off on this episode before I part ways with y'all for the week. Yeah, but if you watch this all the way through and if you joined me today, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I absolutely love you. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching today. And make sure to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And leave me a comment telling me about your favorite part, or if you wanted to know about anything else from me, definitely let me know in the comments. And hit that subscribe button if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, and the bell icon if you'd like to get notified when I upload new videos and new episodes to the podcast. Also, if you'd like to follow me on any of my other social media accounts, you can find the links in the description. And thanks again for watching. I will see you next time. And if you are listening to the audio version, please leave my podcast a 5-star review on all of the podcast platforms such as Apple Music, Spotify. I think it might be on Google Podcasts. Not 100% sure, but it's also on Anchor. And you can also support the podcast if you would like to on Anchor with a donation. So that would really, really, really help me out to make this amazing. So definitely do that if you are interested. But like I said, If you'd like to follow any of my other social media accounts, you can find me at I am Kenzie Jean or at Kinx Jinx. And you can also check out my website, like I mentioned, which is kinxjinx.com. And I love you so, 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 so much. I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate the support on this podcast. You literally mean the absolute world to me. There is a lot more content coming from me very soon, so definitely stay tuned and look forward to that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.